Hey, this is Blaine with Stocks Super Trading, and tonight I'm looking at stocks in one chair for October the 23rd. First one up, Monster Beverage MNST. What a sell-off today. Had some bad news about their product being linked to some deaths with like caffeine overdose. So nonetheless, I'm watching this thing for a gap down and a washout even further in the morning, and then looking for the bounce play. I think it's just a bit oversold based on the news, considering millions of people drink Monster Energy, and there was maybe I think it was linked to like six deaths that really related to caffeine overdose, but I'm not going to get into that part too much. But nonetheless, so bounce play there for MNST. I will be covering this one pretty heavily in chat tomorrow. XIN, I mentioned this on Monday's watch list to watch over. I mean, it basically broke through the 3 level, and so I was looking for a push towards 325 or 350. Well, sorry. I mean, it hit 348. I apologize for only being 2 cents off there, but anyway, basically look for follow through over at that 350 mark and potentially push towards these highs from back in March and April. Um, who knows? I mean, China stocks got hot yesterday, or today, Monday. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them get some follow through. So it definitely needs over that 350 mark now. If you're in though and it starts to pull back, then feel free to take profit. I mean, it was a nice run today, up 13%. So, but I'm definitely watching XIN for continued move higher. BLDR, I like this chart. There was some support here about 440. It held off this dip, so now I'm looking for a breakout over about 525 and then over 550. Those will be the two key levels there. And if it can do that, then hopefully this volume level can keep increasing and get it going towards 6. SVU, awesome alert today on this in chat, just pretty much right on the open, and then it ran all the way to 315 there. So nice percentage gain. If for those of you who capitalized this in the chat room. Nonetheless, look for a weak open and then go green, basically break through today's high for follow through. If it gaps up and spikes pretty quickly, then it might be worth looking for a short candidate there towards, especially if it. So this peak here back in July was at 339. That's going to be your resistance level right there, about 339, 340. So you can go ahead and kind of draw this on your chart. I wouldn't be surprised to see it test this in the morning and then bounce off of it for the quick short and then retest it. And if it can break through it later on in the day, then it might be worth taking it long back towards 4. So a couple different plays there potentially for SVU. ALC bottom chart's been consolidating since August. If it can get through about 825, this peak from August the 22nd, then it should probably pop. Definitely room to the upside here, considering it was at 14 back in July. I'm not saying it goes to 14 all in one day or even a week, but keep your eye on this. It had a volume increase, and I think if it gets follow through and break out over that 825, then it should be good to take it long to make a quick few bucks day trading it. LPR, I'm watching for a push over 180. Been consolidating here between about 150 and 180 after that spike in September, so I think it has room to at least 2 or 210. APPY, 2 levels I'm watching here, $3 and 318, the peak from back in the end of September there. So if it can get through 3, I wouldn't be surprised to see it at least test that 318 and then possibly go higher. Nice little trend off the basically the dip here that held at this 2 support, and then got a nice little trend coming up. So the next test here to keep this trend going higher is to break through 3. Obviously, if you try to play this, your stop is going to be at least probably about 270. So if you're not comfortable giving it that much room, then obviously put a tighter stop in there. But I think it has potential to break through 3, dip back towards the trend line, and then break out through 3 and 318 and run higher towards 4. Carmike Cinemas, CKEC. I like this breakout over 1280 Monday. Watch for continued push over 330. Basically, that would be the follow-through action there. If it opens weak and then pushes green and then through 1330, then it probably continues higher, with your stop loss being right around either 13 or 1280. Drop. Nice breakout today over the 15. It gapped up and ran to 20. 20 is going to be a huge resistance level now. There's quite a few big sellers lined up there. Nonetheless, this got action based on Tiger Woods' promotion on CNBC on Friday. Basically 2 huge in volume increase days there. So watch for this. If we zoom in here, it pretty much, so here's all of Monday. It pretty much kind of formed a bottom there right around 16.5 and then consolidated there all day, and then finally a little bit of a trend up higher there towards the end of the day. So it might head back up and try to test that 20 again later this week. So keep your eye on drop for that move. I am long this from right on 17.5 here earlier in the day. I thought it was going to I bought this dip and I thought it was going to bounce back towards 20. It didn't. So I'm just kind of riding it, going to swing it now to see if it can possibly get back towards that 20 spot. I will probably be keeping a close eye on the 16.5 spot in case it decides to go the opposite direction, to cut my losses. But anyway, that's your watch list for Tuesday, October the 23rd. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will see you in the chat room.